I recently watched Indian Matchmaking, the show which is now famous for making the best mismatches, and it compelled me to think about the marriage system in India, more specifically, why it sucks. First and foremost, Bollywood has greatly twisted our perception of Indian marriages by inventing its own concept of love. If he doesn't arrive in a helicopter to meet you, it's not love. If he doesn't realize his feelings for you only until after you've had a makeover, it's not love. And last but not the least, if he doesn't stalk you everywhere you go, it's definitely not love. Such ideas of love lead people to believe that these are the criteria to be fulfilled in order to fall in love and eventually get married, which is where most Bollywood movies end because even they don't believe in happily ever after. Safe to say that Bollywood and the country's economy are competing with each other to see who can hit new lows first. But enough about Bollywood, let's talk about arranged marriages. The kinkiest of the group, the believers of this system, preach that a marriage takes place between two families and not two individuals, and the only compatibility that matters is the one between your zodiac signs. But it's okay even if they don't match. Worst case scenario, you'll have to marry a tree or a dog. Don't let their words fool you though, because they aren't just arranging your marriage, they're arranging your reproduction. And this is where things get really dirty. Social evils like classism, casteism, and colorism come into play. Not to forget dowry, the ancient Indian custom in which a man asks for both your land and your hand in marriage. Dowry is a gift to mankind, literally. You could argue that educated people wouldn't take part in such outdated practices, but then you'd simply be wrong. Educational qualifications themselves are like a badge to be displayed on your jeevansathi.com profile before a woman is wedded off to a slightly more qualified man, because equal rights does not mean that you both can be equally bright. Now, I'm not saying that all marriages are the same, but all marriages are the same. It's a universal fact that when an Indian decides to get married, it creates a domino effect, reminding every single friend and unmarried relative that their turn is next. Whatever, I could go on and on about it, but मुझे लड़के वाले देखने आ रहे हैं and I have to go. Your turn is next.
You always in the mood, walk around like you're brand new.